what's up? My name is Sabrina, and I am here with Chelsey, who is going to fill us all in on herself, everything beauty, and being a part of this amazing company, Younique. So, Chelsey.
Hi.
Hey, girl. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, who you are, a little bit about you, and then we'll go into everything else.
Okay. Well, I'm actually a local gal.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here my whole life, and I have a 4-year-old beautiful little girl. My hubby and I are local. We've been here, like I said, forever. But it's definitely been a journey. So I kind of started with all of this right around after my daughter was born.
Awesome.
And I was a new mom. And when you're a new mom, it's like everything, you just go into a little bubble.
Yeah.
Everything just exists at home. I was a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
I had previously been with the company for like 13 years
Wow.
in corporate America, and transitioning to being a stay-at-home mom was really hard.
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment.
It is. People don't talk about it a lot, I think. And it's this whole new world. So you're taken out of this one that you know, completely just plopped into this whole new environment, and then you're responsible for a little person.
Right.
You kind of lose your sense of self.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went through an identity crisis about 3.5 years ago. And I didn't recognize myself anymore. I didn't realize who I was. All of my own interests had been put aside, and I was literally existing for somebody else. And it got to a point where it was really, really hard. And I mean, depression is a real thing. It really is. Anxiety, out the roof, So a friend of mine started posting about this company, and I was intimidated by makeup, like ridiculously intimidated. And I'd always liked it, like look from afar, and it's like, oh, I wish I could do that,
Yeah, that's how I was too. I was like, man, I wish I could do that. Why aren't I good at it?
Exactly. And I hate to say it this way, but I would go to local stores, and I even felt more intimidated.
Oh my gosh, I know. Same.
So I hated going into stores.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to look around. I wanted to look at stuff and browse, and I always felt like there were eyes on me.
Yeah.
And
totally.
so I just wouldn't go in anymore. And like trying to find foundation and trying to find that stuff, I was completely oblivious. I didn't want to try because I was afraid of failing. And so a lot of my decisions at that point were straight out of fear.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to get past it. So this friend that I had been watching, I'm like, she's doing this all from home.
Yeah.
Everything's from home. So I reached out to her, and I'm like, so what's going on with this? Like, do you need some help on like in the back end? Like, I'm really great with spreadsheets. What you need, I can do it, And so we lovingly came up with this analogy of she was Sherlock and I was Watson. I'm like behind the scenes. She can be out there in front, but I'll help behind the scenes,
Great.
And she's like, why aren't you doing this?
Wow.
I'm like, because I'm scared. I'm not an in front of the camera kind of person here, And it took a while to get like outside of that fear because it's so ingrained. It's so ingrained.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's not a lot of people out there like me. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm a full-size luxury model woman, okay? Right? That's how it goes, okay? But there's not a lot of people like me being seen.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people like me out there. A lot. And I was like, other people need to see that. Other people need to know that there's people like us around and that we want to feel pretty too.
Yeah.
Like I thought about it, I'm like, it's so unfair in so many ways that there's not a wide enough range out there. And the mainstream media, they kind of turn a blind eye. And we don't get marketed to. We don't get talked about very much. And so I was like, I want other women to see that you can do this. And I needed something for me. I needed something that was just mine, nobody else's, because like I was talking about with that whole identity crisis, I needed something that was mine. Yeah, I needed an escape. I needed a way to talk to adults.
Right.
I mean,
seriously.
I had, a 6-month-old,
right.
And it was like,
no
I can only do so much.
That's gotta be hard.
It is.
going from
really
like
hard.
interacting with people all day at work and
Yes.
going to Starbucks and Target, and then all of a sudden your world. My best friend just had twins.
Oh my
last year,
word.
so I hear
all the love.
I hear you.
All the love
and
to her.
I'm like, wow, like I don't have kids, so I
Mhm.
can't imagine what that's like, and to not
Mhm.
feel like you have something to
Yeah.
go to or run to or
Right.
to talk to.
Mhm.
So I give you so much praise for realizing it and then finding your way.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like, I actually talked about this a little while ago on my page
Yeah.
because it was like before I had kids,
Mhm.
friends of mine were having kids.
Mhm.
And I felt like there was a separation, and I was like, well, I don't want to infringe on her because she's got a whole new life.
Yeah.
You know, I know she's got other stuff going on. I don't want to take up too much of her time.
Yeah.
But then I saw the other side of it as a mom,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh my God, all my friends are gone.
Mhm.
Like, I have no friends anymore because a lot of my friends had a little bit older kids or
Yeah.
they didn't have kids. And so that only adds to the isolation.
Yeah.
And so I talked about it on my page. I was like, you know, keep reaching out, keep talking to people
Yeah.
because sometimes those moms, they need that little extra support and to be like, hey, I know your life is changing, but I'm still here, you know?
That's incredible.
And I wish I had known that. I wish
Yeah.
I had seen that from the other side years ago,
Yeah.
you know? But that was another reason why I needed something that was mine. I needed something that was not for my husband,
Right.
wasn't for my daughter, it wasn't for anybody, and I
But
needed
yourself.
to find myself, you know?
Yeah.
And so a couple months later, after I started watching my friend, I was like, all right.
Enough of the spreadsheets.
right. It's like, I'm gonna do my own spreadsheet. And I'm an introvert, like
You would
straight
never
up.
know.
I'm telling you, like it was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough trying to. I always like if I told myself 4 years ago that I'd be on Facebook Live doing makeup videos, I would look at you and go, "You're lying."
Which, like, I'm looking at you because I watch Chelsey. Like, I watch her and I'm like, oh, I'm waking up with Chelsea. She's like, hey guys. I'm like, hey. Watching you makes me happy.
Aw,
You would never
that's
know.
sweet.
You're so good.
Thank
Like,
you so much. Like that's
she's
the best
amazing.
compliment that I could ever possibly
Seriously.
get. Seriously, like
You're so
it's-
good.
Thank you. But it's been like 3 years in the making. But yeah, when I first started out, we actually created a little private group on Facebook
awesome.
just so that I could go on there and be like, okay, how do I figure out the controls?
Yeah.
Like, how do I go on?
How do I do this?
I was terrified because Facebook Live was brand new then too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
It
right.
wasn't. It was something totally new. I don't even think it was 6 months old.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
no one was really doing it that much.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It was so new, so new, and like I said, I was terrified.
Yeah.
So,
So did your friend help you? Like,
Kind of.
Okay.
she gave me some direction and told me like what was going on.
Yeah.
She absolutely helped me in the business and helped me, you know, whatever I needed, she was there for me, 100%. And a lot of people think they're like, well, I can't start out. I don't have the equipment.
Right.
I don't have
Yeah.
this. I'm like, you know what I did? I sat on my bed in my master bedroom. I had one of those like tray tables that you put over your lap.
I love those so
I
much.
had one of those and I had my makeup on there. I had a little mini tripod that I put my camera
Yeah.
on and I used like the ceiling fan light.
Yeah.
Like that was it, you know? I didn't start off with anything.
A ton of stuff.
You know, that's not how it goes. You build up.
Right.
And I think people get so intimidated of thinking, I need everything all at once.
Yeah. You don't.
No.
You
We
don't.
start off with baby steps, you
Yeah.
know, like you
Yeah.
gotta take it a bit at a time.
So was she working for Younique?
She was a presenter, just like I am.
Okay.
So we're all like independent contractors, basically.
Okay.
So,
So what is Younique,
mhm.
the company, and then how does someone like yourself,
Mhm.
if someone's interested, involved?
So Younique itself, we are considered a multi-level marketing company,
Okay.
an MLM or a network marketing company.
Okay.
And I know there's a ton of stigma around it. People hear it and they're like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? They get really, really nervous. And
Yeah.
all people hear is pyramid scheme.
Right.
But pyramid schemes are illegal.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Which I don't think people understand that.
right.
Yeah. We're getting it out there right
Exactly.
now.
just getting it on the table. The purpose behind it is, listen, if you want to make some money off of your makeup, girl, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, do it. You know, a lot of people actually are what we call either kidnappers or hobbyists.
Oh, cool.
So it's really, really, really super easy. What you can do is you can grab a kit for yourself.
Yeah.
There's no requirements. There's no obligations.
Wow.
You don't even have to enter in your social security number. Like, there's nothing. You
Yeah.
can grab this amazing bundle of makeup for like what, a 70% discount, I think
That's
it is.
amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Ooh.
And if you decide to buy something for yourself, You get 20% of your money back in 3 hours.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Just saying, if you go and get the kit and your girlfriend's like, well, I want some of that mascara, and she goes to your site and grabs it, you get 20% in like 3 hours. The real purpose behind it is to share things that we love.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was intimidated. I went to YouTube University to figure out all the makeup stuff. Like
as a lot of people have.
Exactly. You know, we use it as our major platform to find tutorials, to look at new techniques, because there's not a lot of places where you can go and like teach me how to do makeup.
Right. And the places that do, because I went to makeup school after I graduated community college, and I learned, I think, just enough to get me by and to be certified. I learned more out in the field and by honestly watching videos or other girls that I would, you know, book photo shoots with and other makeup artists. I learned from doing and watching more or less sitting in a classroom. Not to say that I didn't get the education, but you know, like you said, there's so many techniques, there's so many new products. How could you learn everything? You can't.
Exactly.
So,
and this is also a really great way for people to try something that they wouldn't have otherwise. You know, so you need a different primer, you need a different foundation, whatever it is, and it just makes it so much more easy. It makes it a little bit more within reach for people, and I like shopping from home.
Lately, me too. Really, it's just so much more convenient.
It is.
And safe.
Exactly.
You know, you don't feel judged.
Right? That's the whole part of it. That's the big thing. And there's a really cool new tool that we have. It's called the Beauty Guide.
Oh, cool.
And so what you can do is you can actually upload a selfie of yourself, and you can try on almost any product on the website. It is so cool. It is so cool. It's totally revolutionary. They put it out there last fall, late summer, early fall. It's amazing.
So cool.
It's really, really neat. And okay, have you seen those like makeup apps where you put on a lipstick and it's a completely different shape?
Yeah.
Than
You're like, and I'm like, honey, that's not what I look like.
Exactly. This doesn't do that. It actually maps it to your face.
Like real time.
It's so cool.
Now, we talked a little bit before this interview, and for someone who, you know, that wants to get involved or didn't know about Younique, I had no idea about it, and what intrigued me was the story. So someone that's like, well, what is Younique? You know, how did they even come to be? Can you tell us that magical journey that they went on?
Absolutely. So our founder, co-founder, Derek Maxfield, years ago was actually diagnosed with cancer. Wow. And while he was going through treatment, he was at a hospital. Now he was very young at this point. He was in his 20s.
Wow.
Yes, young 20s.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, and he was diagnosed, and while he was in the hospital, he actually met another man who had the same kind of cancer. They were at like the same stage. They had the same journey almost through. And they got to be really good friends. And unfortunately, his friend didn't make it. But his friend at one point asked him, he's like, do something with your life. Do something. Make it important. And so Derek promised him, he said, okay, I will. You know, I'll do that. I'll do that for you. A couple years went by. Derek was in remission. He was doing really great. And then he was playing basketball with some of his friends. And he and one of his friends collided on the basketball court. And he actually broke part of his skull. No. Some of his eye socket, I believe, and he had to go back to the hospital. He ended up in the same room of his friend. And he even says, you know, it was a wake-up call at that moment. He's like, I looked and I realized I'm in the same place that I was before. It's like nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And so he decided at that moment that he was going to make a difference. And he ended up leaving the company he was with. He had started companies. He had built up companies, and he was able to sell them and whatnot. And then he and his sister, Melanie, they co-founded Younique. And it started off with the intent of giving back. It started off with the intent of knowing in the future there was going to be a way that they were going to give back to the community. And Derek and his wife, Shalane, they were having a discussion, they were talking, and he had just heard about someone who had been sexually abused. And he had found out the shame that she felt after having dealt with the situation. And he said, you know, it's not fair. It's not right that she should feel that when she was the one that was taken advantage of.
Right. Not
And
her fault.
exactly. And a lot of people don't realize the emotions that you go through at that point. And so he and his wife decided,
Yeah.
right here, this is our purpose, this is what we're gonna do. So they founded Younique, the company, Younique Products, and a few years into the journey, they founded the Younique Foundation. And the Younique Foundation is to support women who are survivors of childhood sexual abuse.
Wow.
And it takes these women, anyone can apply, it's not just for presenters, anyone, anywhere can apply. And they go to the Haven Retreat. There's 2 locations, there's one in Utah and there's one in Georgia. Brand new in Georgia.
That's awesome. Expanding.
It's absolutely amazing how much this has grown.
Yes.
And they go for a 4-day retreat. Everything is paid for, they just have to get to the retreat. That's it.
Wow. Oh my
That's
God.
it. And so at the retreat, they meet others who are just like them. And they're small groups. So I believe it's less than 8 people at a time at the retreat.
Wow.
So it's small, it's focused. They're given all the support that they could ever need. They are shown how to start moving forward on their journey or how to continue depending on where they are
Right.
in their journey. And then after the retreat, there's still tools and resources for them. It's
That's
not like
awesome.
they're just dropped off and done,
Right,
bye.
Good luck.
Right. That's not part of the equation. They
That's
understood
awesome.
that women need more support. People who have gone through this, it's not just a one-time thing and then you're on your way to healing. You know, this is a long-term process,
Yeah.
and they want to be there for that support. So they've created groups for women. There are community outreach programs.
That's amazing.
It's
Oh my gosh.
seriously incredible, and it's so incredibly empowering and fulfilling to know that we're a part of a company
Yeah.
who cares so much. And
It's
if
not
you
just a makeup company.
exactly, it is not at all.
Right.
There is so much behind it, and we actually have another initiative to prevent anything like
Oh
this
yeah,
from
we talked
happening.
about that.
Yes,
Mhm.
so it's called Defend Innocence. So the first one is the Younique Foundation, and then we have Defend Innocence. Defend Innocence is built to help us talk about those really uncomfortable conversations with our kids. It gives us tools to address this at any age level, from less than a year old to 18 years old. And it gives,
Wow.
there's
Oh,
these,
wow.
yeah, it's
That's
really
amazing.
amazing. They have these really great things called Kid Talks, where you get these little talking points, and it teaches you how to discuss this, how to broach the
Right.
situation. Because I don't know about you, but it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, we
And
didn't
it's
have that
scary.
growing up.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't talked about.
No.
We today in this day and age, we live in the Me Too culture.
Yep.
Okay, but the problem is that Me Too is after the fact.
It's already done. It happened
Exactly,
already. And
exactly.
now everyone's like, oh, we should talk about it.
Right. It's bringing awareness to it, which is
course.
fantastic. The other part of it, though, is that we need to talk about prevention.
Right.
And it's a terrifying thought. And being a mom of a 4-year-old, it's even scarier.
Yeah.
You know, I know we're kind of getting into the whole technical side of it, but it's all these kinds of conversations that we don't like to have. You know,
Yeah.
so it's about prevention. It's about learning about it, but it's also teaching our children how to talk about it, how to bring it out in the open, how to exist in the culture that we have right now, and really just pay attention to everything.
Like for someone who, like I said, didn't know anything about the company, had
It's
no
not talked about
idea
enough. Mhm.
what they're doing
Mhm.
through makeup,
Yes.
which is incredible. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's just amazing what a movement
Mhm.
it is.
Mhm.
And we'll get into, how could someone, become part of Younique
Yes.
and everything like that.
That's the easy part.
Oh, that's great.
Easy. It's so easy. If you don't mind, I'll just get it out there real
why
quick.
don't you go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to what she brought for us today.
I got some treats.
Yes!
Just saying.
Let's say, someone's watching your video, because
Mhm.
like I said, I'm guilty. I love your videos in the morning, and they're like, I want to do what she's doing. I want to
Mhm.
become part of Younique. What could they do to be a part of this amazing movement and also have fun with makeup?
So it's really easy. You find the presenter that you absolutely love and that you feel a connection with. Just saying.
Just saying.
And we all have our own individual websites.
Okay.
Which is really cool.
All right.
It's www.iambraveandbeautiful.com.
Oh, I saw that on your Facebook.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you get to create your own like URL.
I purchased a URL through GoDaddy.
Okay.
And I have mine just linked. So you type in that and it just kind of forwards it to our Younique website.
Yeah.
But yes, everyone does have their own Younique website.
Cool.
So it's like Younique products / you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
But
so cool.
mine is iambraveandbeautiful.com.
Love it.
And the reason I chose that is every time you go to my website and you have to type it in, you're telling yourself that you're brave and beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
Just saying.
Yes.
I'm like, we need some affirmation.
We
Like,
do.
we
We were talking about not feeling comfortable going into
Yes.
certain stores
Yes.
or feeling judged, and
Mhm.
I feel like that's a really great way for someone to feel like, okay, maybe I'm not so experienced in makeup, or
Mhm.
I love makeup, but hate being on camera.
Right,
And
right.
when they're typing that in,
It's an affirmation to yourself.
it's like a comforting thing, like, oh,
Yes.
wow, okay, I can do this.
Uh-huh.
That's so cool. So they go to your
Thank
site.
They go to my
I'm
site.
grateful.
And then up in the top left-hand corner, it says join my team.
Oh, stop! It's that easy.
That's it.
Oh my gosh! So
You
they click that.
You click that little button, you fill out some information like your name, address, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. And you're like, I want this kit.
Stop! And then you can start like making videos, like
Yeah.
how you do on your.
Absolutely. And we have like all the training in the world. So it's not like you just join and then you're on your own and you're fed to the sharks. It doesn't work like that.
Good.
Right? We work together. I am all about community. I'm all about building friendships. I have met some of the most amazing women on this journey.
I bet.
It has been incredible, really and truly incredible. I'm actually going to an event on Friday.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm going to Detroit.
Yes, girl.
And then, let's see, in August I'm going to Colorado. So we have events all over the place, and we try to get together as much as we can,
Yeah.
We're all over. We're international, so it's a really big operation.
That's
really
amazing.
great. But yeah, we all band together and we have our Facebook groups. We keep in touch. We go through training. We're in a challenge group right now with my team, so we're doing stuff, and it's like we love to do incentives. We love to have fun.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. It shouldn't be a bore. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be like
a job, well, not that jobs are boring,
right.
but like it shouldn't be like, oh, I have to do this today.
Right, exactly. If it feels like a chore, then you're not going to want to do it.
Right.
It needs to be fun. You need to enjoy it, and that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
So we like having a good time.
Well, I'm going to
Definitely do.
link all of your sites, your socials, so that if anyone wants to jump on the bandwagon or just watch you,
Please
they'll
do.
know.
I
Yes.
love getting to chat with people.
they'll
and
know where to go.
It helps a lot.
Yes. Well, I
it's a
am
lot of
so
fun.
excited because we're actually going to try a unique product right now. So
Yes.
we're going to get our mirrors. First of
I'm
all,
so
thank you
excited.
so much for bringing this
You're
for me.
welcome.
Like, this is hello beautiful. Like, stop it. Okay.
I do little gift bags in my VIP group. It's kind of something a little special that I do. So yeah, it's one of the perks.
Okay, so tell me about what's in here, what we're gonna try.
So there's a couple things in there for you.
Stop, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's the 4D mascara.
That's what we were.
That is
Ooh.
like that thing went nuts. So I got you a couple foundation samples.
Oh my
Oh, there's another
gosh.
thing in there too. So this is our perfecting mask.
Ooh, I
So
love
it's
this
a,
mask.
oh, it's so good. So this is a charcoal mask, an activated
Oh.
charcoal mask. The really cool thing is it like bubbles on your skin.
Oh,
It
so
feels like
fun.
champagne bubbles
Oh,
going on.
yes.
Right? So you apply it with your face stamp,
Okay.
and then you put that all on. That's why you got the little mask applicator in there. Just saying.
Just saying. I'm all set for tonight.
You are. Girls' night
Oh
in.
my god, this is so cute.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So you have your little mask sample, you can have a nice day, but the perfecting mask is really great. It helps detox your skin. So it's meant to really, those little air bubbles that you feel, they're gonna oxygenate your pores. They're gonna help kind of like push out the gunk and get the good stuff in. So
Yes.
it's really, really fantastic.
So fun. And then you apply it with this cute little
With the little
applicator.
mask.
Oh,
Thank
he's
you.
guilty for anything. Okay, so mask and applicator, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I'm gonna let you are. smart. And then foundation samples.
Foundation samples.
Oh my gosh,
so
so fun.
I was like, I wasn't sure of your foundation shade, so I wanted to give you options.
Thank you. I am very pale.
Yeah, girl, I'm right there with you. It's all good. Also get a sample of our face primer.
So primer is here on the end, and then all these different samples.
Yes.
Oh my
So this is our
gosh.
liquid foundation. This was our original foundation that like broke the internet.
Yeah.
It sold out for like 6 months. People were on back order. They're like, when that comes in, I need it.
Wow.
You know, so it was nuts. It's a really nice light to medium coverage. It goes on as a liquid and dries to a powder.
Oh yes.
So it
Love
gives a really
that.
beautiful matte finish.
That's
it's
amazing.
awesome.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love it. I absolutely
so
love
excited.
it.
And then the primer is just your basic like
Yep.
smoothing whatever
Absolutely.
primer.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That's our original primer. We actually just added a second primer, a hydrating primer.
Oh yes.
So
Love a
we're
good
up in the
hydrating.
primer game.
And then,
Mhm.
so we've got foundation, mask, and then this was the star of
That's
the
the
show.
4D. That's our brand new mascara. It's not even a year old, so it's still
Really?
a baby. Mm-hmm.
It's still a baby. she's young.
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is the packaging.
So when that originally launched, we had made sure that we had tons of stock, more
Okay.
than any we had ever sold on any other launch.
Because the foundation went a little crazy, huh?
We sold out in 3 hours.
Okay. What does that tell you?
It went a little viral. Just saying.
Oh my god, this is like so luxe.
Yes. So it's a metal tube, which I love.
Yeah.
But the really cool thing about this formula is that there's actually fibers integrated into the formula.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're familiar, a couple years ago we had a product called 3D
Yes.
fibers. Okay.
Yes.
So it was
That
a
everywhere.
two-step. Yes, it was. It was insane. Okay. That formula kind of led to this.
Okay.
So our original formula back in the day
Yeah.
was a two-step process. Okay. And so you had one tube to apply mascara, then another tube to put the fibers, and then another tube to seal the fibers. Girl, we took it down to one tube.
Awesome. So it's like everything in one kind
It is, and it's amazing.
Yes.
So the technical information behind it is that there are actually Y-shaped fibers. And what these do while you're applying it, they actually grab onto each other, and that's what helps give the extra length, it gives you that longer appearance, fuller, thicker lashes.
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
little
'cause
bit
like
of-
a Y.
Yes.
Cool.
So it's really neat. It's really, really, really cool. And there's a little bit of trick that I found to this that I absolutely love. The brush is completely new as well. It's actually a dual-sided brush.
Oh wow.
Okay, so there's one side that has fibers. If you look this way, one side is a little bit shorter, and that kind of helps comb through the lashes, while the other side helps apply the mascara.
Wow.
Okay, so there's a lot of technology that's gone into this.
How much does this go for?
This is $29.
Oh, that's like what you get in Sephora.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's great. Or
Mhm.
Ulta.
It's right on par with all those major brands that
Yes.
you see out there. Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
So you want me to show you real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do one eye, and
All
then
right.
I'll do one eye.
So my trick to this
There.
is I feel like it's kind of like painting. Okay. Where they tell you to put like a thin coat on first, right?
Let it set a little.
Yes.
Yep.
And I don't know anybody who only does one coat of mascara. I mean, I'm like a 2 or 3 coat kind of girl.
Me
Just
just
saying.
like, yeah, let it up.
Just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna
So what
watch
we
you.
do is you put it at the root of your lashes, wiggle and roll. Okay?
Root,
So
wiggle,
and roll.
Girl, you can make that a TikTok.
Right? I'm telling you, like I've told my followers, I'm like, we need to make a dance.
You do.
Like we need to make this a thing.
I'll do it.
Okay, we're in.
Root, wiggle, roll.
That's it.
Oh my god, look at even just that one coat. Holy
Yep.
smokes.
So Karen, I'll show you.
Wow. Oh my god, they are to Jesus.
Right?
That is, oh my god.
So it's super easy.
Yes.
Super, super, super easy. So all you do,
Okay.
okay,
I'm so excited right now.
you're gonna put this at the root,
Okay.
gonna wiggle, and then roll like towards
Oh,
the mirror.
wow. Holy smokes. Oh my god, this
Pretty
is
amazing.
so exciting.
Right?
Look at
Oh
that. Oh my god.
I love that so much. See, and I love seeing people's first reaction to this because
Wow.
it's seriously incredible.
There is some voodoo in this mascara, Younique. Wow. Okay,
Right?
so at what point do you put your second?
So I just kind of let it sit. You can
Okay.
do your other eye.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I am not ambidextrous when it comes to mascara. I have to do same hand.
Yeah, me too.
I wish I was ambidextrous.
Wow. This is like mind blowing.
And that's only one coat.
I mean, look at that.
Mhm.
I'm shook.
Just saying.
Shook it.
Exactly. exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, so then do you like?
I just kind of let it set for
Let
a
it
hot
sit.
second.
Okay.
Usually I'll go through, like, after I do my eye makeup, I'll do one coat, and then I'll do some blush or some bronzer, and then I'll be like, okay, now I can go on my second coat.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
Just
because
kinda
everyone's
like,
got their own like.
yeah,
you
it's
know.
my own little,
I love that.
thing that I do, I guess you could say.
This brush is amazing.
Isn't it awesome?
And I'm not used to like. So I use the Benefit Roller Lash, and I'm used to like little brushes.
Oh my,
You know what I mean? Because big brushes normally scare me. Because I'm like.
Here's the thing, I have hooded eyes, like ridiculously
Well, you do
hooded
your
eyes.
makeup so good that you can't tell.
Well, thank you.
You're
Thank you, thank you. I've learned a few tricks.
Little tricks and
Yeah,
tips,
a little bit. So I kind of, any other hooded eye ladies, like, I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
I have found the tips, I have all of that.
Well, maybe
so
that'll
yeah.
be our next video.
Ooh. Hey, I'm game. I'm always game.
Check us out next time.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I am like so. Oh yeah, we were talking about
Hooded eye. Oh, so like with the big brush. The big brush.
Yes.
So my thing that I realized with that wiggle and roll, and you're kind of rolling away, it still helps comb up, but I don't like hit myself in the eye. Because I mean, I gotta be careful of that hood. I have had so many times with other mascaras that I've tried, and it's yes, some of it is application and whatnot, but if the formula doesn't dry fast enough, when I open my eyes. Yeah.
And then you gotta like wipe, and then you gotta start over with
Uh-huh.
your eyeshadow, which took lots of time to blend.
The whole reason I do this whole thing is for eyeshadow.
Goodness.
Just saying.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a second coat.
Okay. I love watching you, so I'm gonna watch you.
This is like
addictive.
my favorite thing. I love the mascara and the whole wiggle and roll.
Yeah.
It combs through the lashes then, so you're getting that separation and that definition.
Even like from watching you from the set. Oh my god.
Just saying. Oh, then we need to talk about another thing we have.
Oh yes, tell me, is it a serum?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you bring it up? She knew. She felt it in her
I'm
soul.
prepared.
Listen, this is my kind
Girl.
of. You got,
That's this baby.
what is that?
So this is our Esteem Lash Serum.
Oh yeah. Did you do that the other day?
I
She
did.
did. See, I watched.
I did.
I pay attention.
So our Esteem Lash Serum is an encapsulating formula. So you can do this in the morning, you can do it at night.
Yeah.
When you first get it, I always recommend twice a day.
Okay.
You're gonna see results in up to about 4 weeks, but a lot of my people see it in less than 2.
Wow.
And
if you use it regularly.
Yep, if you use it in the morning, at night, okay. What this does is it actually coats your lashes and it nourishes them. So this is, I believe it was 100% of participants saw longer lashes.
You heard that
Longer
statistic.
looking lashes. Longer looking. Gotta say it.
Longer looking.
Gotta be PC about everything.
Right now.
I don't have a miracle drug, but I'm saying this stuff is amazing.
That's amazing. Well, and
Yeah.
I saw you using it.
It's incredible.
Awesome.
It's absolutely incredible. And I have some of the best before and after pictures.
Oh, yes.
I did actually a challenge group last year with some of my girls.
Oh,
And
cool.
so we did, like, you take a picture of your lashes,
Yeah.
and then, a couple weeks later, you see the progression, and all of them were like, are you kidding?
Wow.
Like, my lashes are really, they've gotten that long?
That is
Like, holy
insane.
smokes. Very nourishing, and that's the whole point of it. You want to take care of your lashes, you know? You want to make sure that they're being nourished, that they're being taken care of, and you're not stripping them, you're not
We're so rough
damaging.
on them.
Right,
You know,
right.
with putting on makeup, taking it off. That's
Exactly.
what I feel like kills me the most, is the removal.
Oh, I should have brought my wipes for you.
Well, we gotta just do a few more
we're gonna have
videos.
to, we're gonna have to like, do
It's gonna be a series.
skincare.
Series.
Oh, dude.
Don't get us started. Yeah, because like, you know, even with like my eyebrows,
Mhm.
don't be fooled. This is a lot of makeup. Do not be fooled. I used to have.
Well, they look fantastic.
Thank
Gotta
you.
say, they look beautiful.
The longest part of my makeup routine, but it's okay.
I feel you.
They used to be so full and thick, and then I went to makeup school and I learned how to fill in brows, and I was like, oh my god, I should do it now. And then I like ruined them just from like filling them so much and then removing it. You know, I literally see like little hairs gone. I'm like, come back, please.
So I grew up in the 90s, and the 90s trend wears really thin brows. So everybody I know overplucked their brows to high heaven, okay? So this little guy even works on brows.
I love a good multi-use. You got Younique.
Just
You
saying.
did it.
Right? I'm telling you.
Seriously. Now, do you have a trick for bottom lashes or just normal like?
Just normal. I just do a little at a time. I'm the kind of person where I like to build just a little at a time.
Wow. My bottom lashes look sickening right now. That's a good sickening.
Right?
Oh.
Now,
Whoa.
I know.
Look at these. They're the longest they've ever looked. I'm not even
I'm telling
joking.
you, this stuff is amazing.
Listen, if you're gonna try one thing, try this first, because let me tell you, it works. Like, and I've tried, which I'm sure you have too, a lot of mascaras.
Oh my gosh. I, even still to this day, I'm the kind of person where I'm like, I want to know what product I'm repping.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know what I'm using. I want to know what else is out there. Because when I talk about something, I want to be able to be knowledgeable about it.
Yep.
So I do my research.
Yeah.
You know, I've gone out, I've tried tons of other companies, tons of other brands, and I don't find that they're on par.
On par.
You know?
Heard it here.
Just
Well,
saying.
This is actual, like, I've never, you can vouch, I've told you when
Nope.
I reached out to you, I've never tried Younique before.
Yep.
This is my first time, and I am immensely impressed.
I did come prepared with a few other things.
Oh, yes, let's talk
We
about
have like a family, okay? We have a lash family. And we know that there are options for everybody.
Oh my gosh, so many goodies!
So,
I'm so excited.
when we originally launched Epic Mascara, which was our first after the 3D, okay, we launched this guy right here.
Okay,
Okay, this is our regular black Epic Mascara. No fibers,
no fiber.
just regular Epic Mascara.
Love it.
It's awesome, okay? Then we followed up with waterproof Epic.
Get out!
So we have waterproof. We have a brown Epic Mascara,
Yes.
okay? Then we came out with 4D. I already told you all about Esteem, the lash serum.
Yep.
Okay, and then we came out with a primer, a lash primer. It's amazing.
Oh.
So we have a whole lash family. It's all good stuff. It's all amazing. So we make sure to keep everything completely covered
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form.
Like, I'm so excited to try my foundation and
Yes.
my primer and my little mask with my little mask applicator and my cute little Hello Beautiful bag. And this just blew me away.
Catch me out.
I am so grateful to have had this time with you. You educated me and everyone watching on Younique, on yourself,
Thank you
and
so much.
the story behind the makeup, which is just,
It's the most important part.
it's the most
It really
important
is.
part.
I
And
know.
I think that's what's gonna drive people more, I think, to get involved or even just to watch or
Yes.
purchase, because it is just more than just makeup.
It is.
And
It 100% is. Our slogan is uplift, empower, and validate. And that's what it's about.
can't get
You
better than
know,
that.
we're a tribe of women. We've all got each other's back. And there are men who are
Yeah.
presenters as well. It's
Oh, of
not
course.
just for women, you know, and there are some rocking this. I mean,
That's awesome. It's very
holy
inclusive.
smokes. Yes, it is. Very much so. Very,
That
very
is
much
amazing. Well, I'm going to link all of Chelsey's info, her site to her store, her socials, and any way to get a hold of her so that we can jump on the Younique bandwagon and watch Chelsey.
Yay!
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
for
I'm
being
so
here.
excited. Thank you. Thank you.
And I cannot wait to try these.
I can't wait to hear what you think.
Thanks, guys.